opinions on films.
Really?
Um, she likes Captain Marvel.
Hmm.
Um, she
We're
likes
live,
all
by the
of the
way.
Disney. Oh, I know.
Hmm.
She likes the Disney Plus shows. Every single one of them. She particularly loves Loki, and it hurts my soul.
Did she say why?
She says that films can't be objectively bad or good, or well written or not.
But there are objective measures to find good and bad filmmaking.
Yeah, we got into a discussion about Endgame and whether that's well written or not.
Like, um, yeah. The Room is objectively terrible,
Yeah,
and the let's think of an example. The original Star Wars trilogy is objectively pretty good from a filmmaking standpoint. There are objective measures.
yeah. She's like, doesn't matter about the story. It just matters how much someone likes it, essentially.
Does she know what comprises a story?
I don't know. Um,
Because it's a lot more
I'll give,
complicated than just like plot point,
yeah,
event, and conclusion.
I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
I say that it's dumb that the Avengers don't just go back in time and get more Pym particles,
Hmm.
so they have infinite chances to not fuck up the time travel.
Hmm.
And she says, "Well, wouldn't?" She's like, "Well, that's dumb." I'm like, "Why?" Because then the film would be boring and predictable.
Hmm. I
I'm
mean,
like, "What?" It's like, "Well, you would just predict that they would do that, wouldn't you?" I'm like, "Fucking, of course I would, because it's the smart thing to do."
hmm. Predictable
She's like,
doesn't
"Well,
mean bad.
I'm like, not only that, like, okay, so do you think that like any well-written thing would have to be predictable?
For instance,
If a character is making logical choices, it has to be predictable.
yeah, yeah. Like, what could have made the like if it went with that route, it could have been made interesting by like complications happening during the attempted retrieval of the extra pin particles.
Fucking just have it not be Pym particles or
That be
not have time
the
travel. Just uproot the entire time travel thing of the film.
I used the stones to destroy the stones.
And your point?
I just felt like that piece of dialogue was a little clunky.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
That's kind of a non sequitur.
What do you mean?
I mean that we were talking about uprooting the time travel, and you just like, hey, this one line's clunky. It just comes out of left field for me,
Yeah, I
what you
know,
just said.
I know, but like, it just feels kind of out of place and doesn't seem like something that the stones could do.
Why not?
Because why would they have the power to destroy themselves?
Why wouldn't they?
Hmm. Look, my point is that this whole thing just leads to a contrivance of the time travel.
Um,
Point is, Diaphrame's never gonna have time travel.
well, that's good. Until you need to reboot it.
No, not even then. I'm not gonna pull Star Trek. When something's done, something's done. It is permanently a fixture of the story. Unless
Yeah,
some.
but then when you die, Disney's gonna buy it and they're gonna make 1,000 movies.
Oh, but you see, I make it inheritance. Nothing is corporate owned, everything is inheritable.
What? You cut out, I'm sorry.
Uh,
I just heard corporate owned.
I said that nothing I'm doing is going to be owned by the corporate side of things. It's all going to be owned by the creators and their families. So there can be no legal seizure of any individual's creations.
I'm trying to do like the Image Comics route, where it's like the creators own the rights.
Exactly. And they earn any money made off license.
Yeah, but at what point will Disney own people?
That is actually legitimately terrifying. I. Hmm. So you think that Disney could become a nation at some point?
Fucking Disney owns islands. I'm like 100% sure of that.
Ah, shit.
So I guess it is already a nation. There's already a land and a world.
Hmm. I mean, they also have manipulated the Constitution in order to favor them.
Hmm.
Not sure why. Why? Why does the government favor the corporation over the individual when it's the individual that keeps the economy flowing and not the corporation?
Don't fucking ask me, man. Holy shit.
What?
So I was just trying to think of like the last good superhero content.
Yeah.
I think the closest thing is Invincible.
Hmm. Wait. So Suicide Squad isn't that good?
Oh yeah, Suicide. Oh fuck, I forgot about Suicide Squad. Yeah, Suicide Squad was good.
Hmm.
Its plot's poopy, but the
I,
characters are good.
I'm fine with a bad plot so long as the characters are consistent and function and are well written.
I guess it depends on how poopy the plot is.
Yeah, like if it's like if it services a funny story, it's fine. If a plot is supposed to be taken completely seriously, there's gonna be a few issues.
I give comedies a very much leniency on their plots.
Hmm.
Like I feel like that's just the joke.
Hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
Hmm. But
Uh,
Invincible had quite a bit of problems.
yeah, yeah. From what I observe, it does have a few problems. Some from a writing perspective, some from a character perspective, some from an animation perspective. It's like there are
Oh,
so.
the animation shit.
Hmm. There's some good animation.
There's the occasional good animation, but
I'd
fucking
say
hell.
I'd say the standout animations are some of the stuff that involved the Guardians of the Globe. and sometimes and when a lot of gore was on screen, I think they really prioritized that. Now, which would you prefer? A lot of spectacular animation with with a lot of shit animation, or all around consistent animation?
I don't know.
It depends.
It depends on like what is this animation that's consistent.
Hmm. But yeah, back to what if.
Oh, what if?
What
Try to
if?
avoid it, but we have to talk about it.
Yeah,
What if zombies? This is good for spooky ween.
good for spooky ween, but not good for much else.
So it opens up with Bruce Banner getting sent to Earth, basically after the events of Thor Ragnarok, when Thanos shows up at the end in the
Hmm.
beginning of Infinity War.
Hmm.
So he's sent to the Sanctum Sanctorum, and he's like, "Oh, Thanos is coming! Thanos is coming!" But no one's there,
Hmm.
and all that's left is Doctor Strange's cape,
Yeah.
the cloak of levitation.
Hmm. I feel like a big problem in modern Marvel is that like a lot of the characters have become so flanderized and everything.
What do you mean?
Uh, so they're either boiled down to the most basic of traits and removed of any and all depth.
I know what philanderization is. I was asking what characters.
4.
Mm, I would say by the time of Endgame, yeah,
Yeah, specifically Endgame.
because Infinity War Thor is probably my favorite Thor.
Hmm.
When he's
And,
talked about how much he's lost.
and it's all like, and he just comes off like a crazy guy who's just all in for bloody murder and stuff like that.
What?
He can't, like, without the context of anything, he comes off as a guy that's kind of crazy and all in on bloody murder and stuff like that.
I didn't get that at all.
Mm.
Maybe when he shows up in Wakanda.
Mm. Yeah. Infinity War is great.
Infinity War is the last good MCU movie.
Hmm. We're not gonna get many good comic book movies for a while.
Yeah, we aren't. So, Hulk, Bruce, he gets some clothes
Mm-hmm.
and walks outside to find that the entire city's abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ebony Maw and his
Black
name's
Dwarf.
Black Dwarf show
Mm.
up.
Yeah.
And
And he does his whole spiel,
well,
and then zombies show up.
well, hold on. There's some criticism to be levied here. Like, first off, how long did it take not Peter, fucking
Banner.
Bruce to find clothes? Because
Mm.
like the children of Thanos, they show up like fucking immediately when he steps out the door.
Mm. Whereas in the
When in
movie,
like in
they took him quite a few minutes,
um
and they were the thing that
presumably presumably it could have been up to 30 to 40 minutes
Hmm.
at like very limited time because he shows up. You would have to convince Strange and Wong that he's telling the truth. They
Hmm.
would have to locate Tony Stark, bring Tony in, talk to Tony, and then that's when they show up.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of time there.
We'll give it some leeway for now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But you are correct. They show up in Hulk tile dysfunction from Infinity War still here. You can't
Uh,
change.
that's a CinemaSins reference.
I think that's everyone's fucking reference at this point.
Hmm. I mean, I wouldn't.
But
I
then
wouldn't use it as a critique of the film. I just think it's like a thing that happens.
a miniature Doctor Strange portal opens up behind Ebony Maw's head
And then
and an Iron Man glove.
and then Stark blasts him.
Yep, and then Wong, Tony, and Strange step through a portal, and then oddly they're shaded. Like we can't see their faces because there's a shadow despite it being sunset, which is weird because that's not the time of day it was
Hmm.
when in Infinity War. When they showed up, it was very brightly lit, like middle of the day or whatever.
Hmm.
They start fighting, and you know, Bruce is initially like, "Oh yeah, go guys," but then he notices that Tony's fucking eating them,
Hmm.
and Bruce's reaction is like, "Ooh, guys, that's a little too far." It's like, dude, your fucking friends are cannibalizing these aliens. Like, something's fucking wrong.
Technically, cannibalism is eating the same of your own species.
Okay, Solus,
Yeah.
politely shut the fuck up about that.
Okay.
Uh, they are consuming these people. You're just,
Consume. Consume.
and he's like, "Oh, that's a little bit overkill." And then Tony stands up and turns around, and oh
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah,
he's a zombie.
yeah, like his reaction to them eating them is really understated.
And then the fact that they're zombies is also very understated. They've somehow torn off Black Dwarf's arm,
Mm-hmm.
and like fucking Wong just rips off like a hunk of flesh with his mouth, and is just chewing. It's like, um, hmm.
I don't
Doesn't the
think.
black
I
does
don't
the Black
think.
Dwarf have like durability?
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
So how are they breaking the skin?
Who knows?
And then Black Dwarf and Ebony Maw, they become fucking zombies.
They become
Ooh.
Zambos.
Apparently zombies eat humans or aliens. They just consume living things, I guess, but not plants.
Mm.
Uh,
I mean,
but
what? Yeah, I mean, in
they
what?
stop
Hold on. In what
because,
zombie fiction have zombies eaten plants?
well, no, hold on, let me finish. It's that they're eating these people, and then all of a sudden the people become zombies, and then they stop. I'm like, oh, you guys are like very inefficient because you like turn your food into something you can't eat halfway through eating it.
That's a thing with a lot of zombie fiction.
Well, no. The thing with zombie fiction is that it takes like a little bit for you to transform.
Hmm.
Sort of like with what's her face? Wasp later in this episode.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't turn into a zombie till like fucking 15 to 20 minutes, maybe a few fucking hours later.
Hmm.
An hour later, she turns into a zombie. Because that's the thing, that's how zombies eat people. There's some fuckers who get quote unquote lucky and just get scratched or bitten and escape and turn into zombies. and they don't get eaten alive.
Hmm.
But like, have you seen like Shaun of the Dead?
I have heard of it. I heard it's very funny and very good.
Yeah, well, there's a scene in the movie where like the zombies break into the bar and then they just fucking rip this dude apart and then they just consume him. That fucker doesn't become a zombie before that happens, and they just drop his pieces. Basically, he turns into these guys turn into zombies way too fast for me to believe that these zombies haven't fucking starved.
Hmm. Makes sense. I mean, there's also like, okay, this is a little bit of a thing from the book, but like, the zombies' hunger was all in their head. It was functionally a figment of their imaginations.
Yeah, well, also in their head, they were also, cognitive of what they were doing.
Yeah, that is also a
And
big
they could
thing of that
speak in
story.
full sentences, and they weren't like,
Yeah, that was also a big thing in the comic.
which is one of my least favorite things about the Marvel Zombies comic,
Hmm.
is that I don't believe that these heroes would fucking continue consuming people.
Hmm.
I feel like most of them would just fucking off themselves to keep people safe.
Right. Yeah, that is a bit of a thing. Like, yeah, I don't really see Spider-Man doing what he did in the book. You know,
I get
if you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about.
fucking eating Mary Jane and Aunt May.
Yeah.
The fucker would let himself go splat before that would happen.
Hmm.
Um, Marvel, this episode plays fast and loose with if the zombies are cognitive of what they're doing or not.
Hmm. Like they have their powers, but they seem to be incredibly stupid.
No, no, no. Like, for example, what we just saw, they opened a miniature portal
Oh yeah, yeah.
so that they fucking they fucking somehow communicated to each other a plan of attack.
Hmm.
They're like, okay, you open portal, you open small portal, me blast your hand through to shoot him in head, to catch him off guard, then we run in and eat them.
Yeah, like this is all in service of a scene that doesn't even work.
Not only that, but like they're fucking doing the magic bullshit of like the rings.
Hmm.
Or not the rings. Oh, there's rings involved. But hold on. I'm gonna check something real quick.
Hold on. Do you know if I could?
Oh, oh, they fucked up.
What? What did they
Doctor
do?
Strange. Um, Doctor Strange and Wong,
Hmm.
they just open portals
Yeah.
with their hands.
Hmm.
They can't do that.
Oh.
Doctor Strange establishes that they use sling rings.
Oh yeah.
There's no sling rings on their models.
Oh shit.
They're just fucking use. They're oh fuck. But also, magic isn't like a superpower.
Hmm.
It's like martial arts. You have to like
Yeah,
cognitively know how
it's
to
something that you
do
have
it.
to learn.
It's like a sleight of hand thing.
It's a
It's something you do
science.
intentionally.
It's a science.
It's something it's something you practice and learn to do.
Hmm. It's like art in that way.
Yeah. A fucking brain dead zombie Doctor Strange wouldn't have magic.
Hmm.
He'd just be a dude.
Yeah.
Also, I don't buy that Doctor Strange and Wong got bitten.
I also don't buy that Tony got been, you know, cause
I- Iron Man suit.
yeah, Like, I could buy him being weighed down by a bunch of pile of zombies, but
Or call in Veronica and fuck him up. I don't know. Just me.
and not only that, at this point he's still wearing the first version of the bleeding edge armor.
That's the suit he wore in Infinity War, so at least they
Yeah,
kept that right.
yeah, but he doesn't use any of the nanotech abilities.
By the
And
way, that thing has so much nano. The thing has two suits worth of nanotech in it
hmm,
because
okay,
he shoots off the thing and it forms the Iron Spider suit on Peter. Remember?
no, he had a drone deliver that to Peter.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
No shit. No, never mind. But the
Although it could be questionable how fast that drone actually got to Peter. So what?
I'm sorry, I was just at the part where they cut off Wong's head with the portal.
Hmm,
And I'm like, oh, so the zombies die when you decapitate them, but not the human being? Okay.
that's weird.
Because Scott Lang is just a head and he's just alive.
Futurama head bubble thing.
Well, they
Head drop.
established, well, Futurama even fucking does this better.
Hmm.
Yes, Futurama establishes that they're in special, like, magic juice.
Hmm.
That's what the head juice is what keeps them young and alive.
Yeah.
But
I mean, this was
fucking
better.
Futurama's joke.
This was
Fucking
better
talk about
explained in
this
the
more.
comic. Wait. Sorry, what you say about Futurama?
Fucking Futurama's jokes make more sense than What If
Well,
just trying to be serious.
Futurama is significantly better than any of the 21st century Simpsons stuff.
Okay.
Then again, that's a very low bar.
Yeah.
Futurama is good. Futurama is
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So fucking Banner's gonna be eaten, but thank goodness the cape comes and saves him.
Mm-hmm. And then Spider-Man comes in.
No, you forget.
Oh.
He then gets pulled in by Ebony Maw's like telekinesis, and they're all gonna feast on him
And
as he
then
T-poses
Spider-Man
in the
comes in.
sky. No.
Oh.
Then they all get fucking eaten by various ants.
Summoned by Wasp.
Yeah.
Even
So
though I'm pretty sure ants wouldn't.
can
Even though I'm pretty sure a swarm of ants wouldn't be able to do that. Like
so
ants are strong and powerful and all, but like they aren't that.
okay. Big question. The zombie virus. What can it infect?
Why are
Because
you
it
asking
can.
me? I'm not the writer.
I know, but just general question. So it can infect aliens.
Hmm.
But ants, they're fine.
Hmm.
Ants literally consuming the flesh and blood of these people down to their bones. The ants don't turn into like zombie ants,
I don't know.
which is I find fucking funny because there's actual zombie ants in real life.
Yeah, with the mushroom virus. What's it called?
Cordyceps.
That's it. Which was adapted for the Last of Us zombies, which I guess. I mean, it's scientifically sound, I guess, but wishing the Last of Us turned to shit by the second entry.
The ants also just eat through black dwarf.
Yeah,
So
that
the
makes
ants
no goddamn sense.
so ants can barely break through my skin,
Hmm.
and I'm just a fucking human being. Well, I mean, I'm a robot wearing a
Uh,
pumpkin. But
on that,
when I wear my human skin suit,
hmm. Did you kill someone for it?
What? No.
I am disappointed.
I grave robbed like a normal fucking person.
I was it fresh?
Dude, nothing's fresh from a graveyard.
Eh.
Not even the graveyard cleaner. But they fail to just eat the head of Tony Stark.
What?
They don't eat Tony's head. He just walks through the swarm
Hmm.
and he goes up to just blast Banner, and then Wasp grows to normal sized mode and
Yeah.
blasts his head off, and then an ant grows to normal, not normal size for an ant, but giant size,
Hmm.
and then consumes Tony's head.
Hmm.
And you're like, oh, okay. Once again, the zombie's dead by decapitation,
Okay.
which we know that you can actually bring them back to life from.
And I'm pretty sure in the comic the Wasp stayed alive despite having no head. I mean having no body after Hank decided, this bitch ain't doing it for me right now. Eh.
So after
I mean, what
after the
what I
danger
am
has,
saying is a little bit misrepresentative of the comic, but it gets the point across, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, women are better when they can't talk. So,
Especially zombie women.
mhm.
We're joking, of course. Don't let our sarcastic demeanor escape you, internet viewer.
There was a so then after all the danger subsided, Spider-Man shows up and then grabs Bruce,
Hmm.
and he's like, "Oh, who the fuck are you guys?" And then Peter, oh no, sorry, not yet. The next thing is that we learn where the virus came from.
The
Does anyone
microverse.
remember Ant-Man and the Wasp? Because
That movie was terrible.
yeah, so
Well, I mean, it wasn't.
apparently
It was bad, but there are still some good scenes in it.
I find the film semi-funny.
Hmm. Unintentionally so.
Um, unintentionally and intentionally.
Uh, does this relate to the stuff of Ghost?
Well, do they have any comedy sections with Ghost?
No.
So I guess not.
I mean, did you laugh at any of the things that happened with Ghost specifically?
Oh, I found her costume looking kind of stupid.
Hmm. Let me look up what the comics costume was.
Now there's various ones. I like the Iron Man Armored Adventures Ghost costume.
He was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like this one. Hold
He
on.
also got Taskmastered and now it's a woman.
Hmm. That is weird. Why are they turning all these villains from male to females? That's weird. And like just giving them like completely exempt from any and all you know, consequences of their actions.
Also, the Watcher doesn't understand biology. He's like, Janet Van Dyne contracted a quantum virus that messed with her brain. It's no, her skin's green and she
So
has rotting flesh.
so you see the one that I
Uh,
posted?
yeah,
It's pretty cool, eh?
yeah.
I dig it.
hmm Very creepy, kind
Hmm.
of like a ghost.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a mental virus.
That's a bit weird, but okay. I think I found the original Ghost costume. I think it's
hmm
alright. I like it more
Yeah.
than the movie one.
Yeah. But
Also,
they say this constantly in the episode that it's like a mental virus. But it's like their skin's green and their eyes are yellow and they're fucking rotting flesh. I
uh,
that's not a mental
ham and
thing.
cheese, maybe some
That's
bacon if there is
physical.
any.
I can't do cabanossi.
Ah, okay.
Cabanossi and cheese.
Cabanossi and cheese, maybe some.
Because this relates to the cure.
Is there any bacon left?
No.
Oh,
No. I'll do ham and cabanossi for you.
great.
Okay.
Love you.
Right?
Sorry, I was talking with someone. As you were.
Never mind.
No.
So Hank Pym goes down into the quantum realm to get his wife back,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh, he loves her," and then she eats him, but not really because he's a zombie, and then they just have an awkward ride back up.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
He's smart enough to drive the quantum realm machine.
Okay.
He's smart enough to know what it is. And then they come back, and then there's Hope Van Dyne and Scott. Now, from what I remember in Ant-Man and the Wasp, wasn't Ghost there, too?
Yeah, she was. Weird exemption. So, you remember Spider-Gwen?
Yeah.
Apparently her comic was rebranded, like, around 2018 as Ghost Spider. Which I think works. I think that's a good name.
Yeah.
I think...
I like it.
I dig it.
Because of her costume.
It's a sound name. Better than Spider-Gwen.
Way better than Spidey.
Remember how I suggested Redback be Miles' name?
I
I wonder what kind of talentless hacks
Miles
working at
Morales,
Marvel.
the new Black Widow. It's red and black Spider-Man.
I found the original Ghost, in the Ghost from Iron Man Armored Adventures. He looks like a proper mercenary and all that. It was like, it's cool. He looks sinister.
Yeah, he was the guy who figured out Tony's identity.
And he also, like, threatened to... He did threaten to put a hole in someone's chest by just deep phasing.
Yeah, dephasing.
Yeah. It's like...
I remember he figured out Tony's identity, and he's like, I'm not going to reveal it yet. He's like, why? He's like, well, you're not worth... You could be worth way more money. He's like, I'm going to wait till you become, like, the head of Stark Industries, and then blackmail you then.
So yeah, there's, like, a lot of, like, writing intelligence back then. I wish the show wasn't cancelled.
At least they concluded it.
Yeah, that is something that I'll give it. Ooh, hold up. I just found this variant of Ghost Spider in like 2020 variant. That looks cool. I dig it. Looks like something from like the 2099 sort of stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, 2020. That's a Marvel thing.
Yeah, I know. Like
there was an Iron Man 2020 from in the 80s.
Yeah, from the 80s. It had massive cog shoulder things where the I know.
You know what? Maybe I should be looking up random characters while you break down the episode.
That could how about we both break it down in normal characters? So, where were we on the thing?
Hope leaves Scott to fucking die.
Yeah. And he should, if you think about it, he should have been, completely taken over. Nothing left for Vision to save.
He would have been completely. He should have been completely consumed. Yeah. I guess they started from the bottom, and when they got to the top, he was a zombie. And they're like, oh fuck. But we can't eat him now. That's cannibalism, and that's bad.
Hmm.
Then the Avengers are like, Civil War? Yeah, let's get over that, my friend. We're back together as a team. Steve's Captain America again. And then they come up with this amazing plan to stop the San Francisco outbreak of a zombie virus, fly into the goddamn middle of them, and let
Mm-hmm.
themselves get eaten.
Instead of, say, pick them off from range, fire bombs,
They're not even in like suits that are like special.
hmm. I mean, Tony is. Always.
Uh, they
Nobody
fucking
even.
called Hawkeye out of retirement to come and die.
I mean, nobody even tried to suggest nukes.
Fucking yeah, at this point, just nuke it.
Cause
I mean,
look at what.
that's the Avengers' plan: is to kill all the zombies.
Cause look at what Shield was willing to do when the Chitauri were invading.
And this is the thing: there's no innocence.
Hmm.
They're all zombies.
Yeah. There's just no
You'll
point
lose
about
buildings,
worrying.
and San Francisco will be uninhabited. But congratulations, you've saved the world.
Yeah, like when there's like so many zombies and you don't know how many innocents there are, it doesn't really matter because you probably prefer taking the collateral damage over all of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
I'd honestly prefer a handful of innocent people dying than all of humanity being wiped out by the zombie plague.
Yeah. Fucking just send in like a squad of people to just kill the zombies if you want to save the buildings that fucking bad.
Or even
Once
get
again,
a bunch
Shaun
of
of the Dead.
or even get the GI Joes. Oh wait, you don't have rights to them anymore.
Fucking Snake Eyes just cutting down fucking zombies. Oh my god. I mean, they have Michonne in this episode from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, the ice cream trooper just like flaming down the zombies. Oh yeah, that's a real character who had a toy.
Mm-hmm.
G.I. Joe's weird.
You could literally say anyone's a G.I. Joe, and I believe.
Yeah, true.
Just
Sergeant Slaughter just annihilating them with his fists.
Yeah. But Shaun of the Dead did this, where it's like they basically have to survive like 3 days, and then the government shows up and they just start mowing down zombies with guns. And they're like, "Oh, well, that's how we solved the zombie outbreak. We just fucking shot them." Like, how do you, well, you see, zombies are very slow and stupid, so we just put bolts in them.
Like if it was running zombies and the military got overwhelmed, that might be slightly believable.
Yeah.
I guess. But only if they bolted.
Sean just wants to keep one of them alive because it's his best friend, so he just chains him up in his fucking back house. He just sits there and plays video games while the zombie friend tries to just eat him until it gives up and then just plays games with him.
Wait, that's an actual thing?
I may be misremembering the film, but I'm like pretty sure that happened.
Oh, that's great! I love that. That's actually really funny.
And then Spider-Man has his videotape camera. He's like, "How to survive the zombie apocalypse?"
And he makes a Sex and the City reference.
Yes.
Despite the fact that it is how old by Civil War? 16?
Mm-hmm.
Sex and the City aired like in the 90s.
Well, I mean, he's seen some stuff.
He doesn't even know what Empire Strikes Back was.
He's fucking lying. I 100% believe that he was trying to act cool in front of the Avengers. It was like, hey, you know that really old movie? Because he didn't want to say the Star Wars because he didn't want to sound like a nerd. Because remember, he has a Lego Death Star in Homecoming.
True. I mean, like, who doesn't have a Lego Death Star? Like.
I don't.
I don't, either.
So why'd you say that?
I don't know.
You're like, oh, well, who doesn't? I don't. Oh, me too.
No, I literally don't have my Legos anymore. I wish I did.
Hmm.
They're all in storage right now.
Then we see the people who survived the zombie
Yeah,
apocalypse.
yeah. We have Happy,
The fucking let's see who the apex chads of the zombie apocalypse are. The
Happy
Avengers
Hogan.
uh, the Avengers could survive. So we got Happy.
That one guy from
Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna get his name in a second.
the European guy from Ant-Man. What's his name?
Yeah, his name is Kurt.
Hmm.
So let's just break this down. San Francisco was the first city to fall.
Yeah.
Kurt escaped that.
How?
Fucking
Wait,
beats
wait,
me.
wait. How far is San Francisco from New York?
Well, I assumed he just got on a plane
Oh. Okay.
because those are still active. Maybe he
Also,
fucking carried.
you'd think
Maybe he had zombie guts
that.
on him, and that's it. Maybe
Oh,
Kurt is such a fucking dumbass. And had like
you
zombie
know
guts on him, and
how
then
they're
fucking
all in
spread it.
you know how the team travels in a van, and it's miniature and all that.
He fucking stole that. He just pocketed it.
Yeah, but like, it would make more sense to travel in that for the apocalypse than, oh, we could go long distance with a train. You already have a vehicle that has more mobility.
I
And
guess they're trying to save Pym particles.
okay, I guess. But like from what I
Bucky
understand,
survived.
pin particles only get expended when like whenever you just press a button, it's just one expenditure, and it stays like that until you don't want it to be like that.
Pym particles that you can use up Pym particles.
Mm,
That they established that in Endgame.
yeah.
Bucky Barnes is here. Last seen in Wakanda in Deep Sleep. So I guess the Wakandans were like, "Fuck you, white man, get the fuck out to fight zombies." I don't know.
Yeah. That's weird. Why was he expelled from Wakanda?
So he was expelled. I assume by the Wakandans and not by the Avengers, or else he would have been with them and would have been eaten too.
Hmm.
So I don't know where he's from. I don't know where he's coming from.
Hmm. It's bizarre.
So I don't. He fucking Sharon Carter's here, which I don't know how. What?
Why is
She's
she
a
even
fucking.
in? She just
She's how is she in America?
she only had a minor appearance in like
She fled the fucking country after Civil War.
hmm.
We're told this.
Yeah, and she only
She went to the
appeared
lawless land in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
she only appeared in like 2 movies. Wait,
Yeah.
Lawless Land? I hold on.
Well, you seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
No.
Okay, so there's just a place where the like laws don't exist here.
Okay. Sounds like a shitty version of the Savage Land.
Anyways, then we see T'Challa's bodyguard. A Kobe. Fucking butchered that right there.
Anybody remember? Hey, do you remember the Savage Land?
I'm gonna call her Michonne. What?
Do you remember the Savage Land?
Yes.
I do. It was featured in one of the Transformers episodes. Actually, a few of them.
What?
Yeah.
How?
The original G1 Transformers. Marvel produced the G1 Transformers show.
Oh. Okay.
You just accept
But,
it like that.
So Wakanda is still
it also made an
functioning.
appearance during the comics run.
So we're not getting off topic.
Right. Back on topic.
Okay, so Wakanda's still active, right? But Michonne's in like some ripped clothes, like her sleeves torn a little bit. So like, why don't you guys have more resources?
We'll get to that.
No, they don't, because that should have happened until today.
I mean, I don't know why the lady is even there at that point.
She's there in the United States because she's looking for T'Challa.
Right.
Because he was one of the Avengers sent to fight the zombies.
Makes sense. Although I'm not sure how
mysteriously, he's one of the only people who's not found as a zombie. His body's just disappeared.
I mean, it's understandable why he wouldn't appear as a zombie because of how his suit works and has been established as being bulletproof, but him just disappearing, that's a bit questionable.
Yeah. So 2 weeks ago, the Avengers intervened with San Francisco. So the zombie apocalypse has only been happening for 2 weeks. And the entire world but Wakanda has already fallen.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Anyways, Peter then has made them like a home inside of a bunch of train carts. What are those called?
Subway.
No.
Those are
like the parts of a train.
Carriages.
Sure. Those. He has them all webbed up in the sky. So the zombies can't get them, I guess. But
this is
Doctor
acceptable.
Strange can just teleport, so they don't know how they survive. Whatever. They then just have an Iron Man glove they use to display shit. Which I guess, okay, sure. But they just leave it back at base when they go out to search for a cure.
Yeah, that is a bit of an issue.
It's like, take the Iron Man glove, you dipshits. That's very useful. In fact, why did you fucking scavenge the Iron Man suit that's laying out in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum?
That's actually a good point. Why didn't they?
Because you feel like maybe you're like, oh, but how would they even use it? Only Tony could use the Iron Man suit because of security. Oh, if only they had Tony's head of security with them.
And his protege.
Yeah, fucking Happy and Peter are there. But anyways, they are getting an encrypted message from someone mysterious who says they have a cure, but they have to come to them.
Reasonable. It's reasonable.
They find out that's the old shield base, but it's a little bit far out of town.
So they go to take the train, despite the fact that they have a car. They have a car.
Well, they get in their car to drive to the train.
But they could still make the same distance
You can't
with the
drive
car.
to Jersey, you see, my friend. You can't do that.
But why?
You fucking can't even just have the same... You can't even fucking... You could fly there, you dipshits. Just shrink the car, and then have the cloak of levitation carry you.
That is true. Or even have, like, Parker just swing them there. In his palm.
Yes.
See how many problems the inclusion of Peter and the cloak have when you...
No. The main problem here is including the shrunken car.
Oh, yeah.
Because... Anyways, the zombies, like, just seize them. And then they fucking grow and murder him.
You know what my mom said when I said that this episode doesn't hold up when you think about it?
What?
She said, "Oh, but it's a good storyline," and I just like,
No. So Alyssa's mom, you're wrong. I'm sorry.
I just couldn't process it. It's like, fuck. Do you know what makes a good story? Like, I'd expect more from someone whose favorite movie is Back to the Future. Wouldn't you?
I don't. Yeah.
Also, I don't.
So
Also, the second favorite is Dirty Dancing. I don't know the quality of that because I haven't seen it. Is it any good?
never seen it.
Yeah.
So they were at the train place, and they're like, "Okay, we got to split up. Happy and Agent 13, you guys go and scope the area. Michonne and
Agent 13 is Carter, right?
yeah,
Hmm.
Michonne and fucking Bucky will stay in the main lobby, while Peter, Kurt, and Wasp go to fix the train.
Hmm.
I don't know why they aren't all at the train.
Yeah, I don't know either.
They're like, "Oh, we'll guard the perimeter so zombies don't show up." It's like, just why aren't you all at one place together? I don't know.
Hold on. On this to say on I have this to say on the episode. I'll give it that the actual origin of the zombie virus makes it a little more sense than
No.
than the comics because it relies on time travel, interdimensional loop bullshit.
Oh, yeah, better the comics, but I thought
Yeah.
you could say it.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I
okay.
mean.
The shrinking dimension just has a zombie virus. Fuck it.
This is the least terrible part of the episode. As we were.
So they are trying to fix the train, but then, oh my god, a zombie falcon is stalking them.
Yeah, and it's got one arm.
Once again, the zombie isn't immediately attacking them, meaning it has some level of intelligence of thinking, like, if I attack them now, I'll lose. Maybe if I wait to catch them off guard.
Hmm.
I was like, how many brains do you possess? Which is very funny because the two zombie Avengers that show up in this place both lack parts of their brain.
I mean, Falcon has like a massive chunk missing from his head.
Hawkeye straight up has a hole through his head.
Hmm. Also, thing to know about this show: all the episodes are rated PG, despite the fact that this episode features a lot of blood, bisections, and just like all around brutality. Just like, how is this PG?
Disney paid them off. I don't know.
Of course they did.
So they established at the beginning that the best way to kill them is to shoot them in the head. But Hawkeye literally has a hole through his head, so that's fucked.
Hmm. Speaking of that, so Falcon attacks but gets bisected by woman with the spear.
No, we're not there yet.
No.
Happy gets shot in the shoulder by an arrow.
And gets dragged in, and then bitten.
It is dragged in, and then he gets turned into a zombie.
Mm-hmm. Falcon attacks Bucky, and then gets bisected by...
Well, no. We're not there yet.
I just want to get through that. Because it's just...
You know,
it's
you
nothing.
You can know where we are if you pulled up the episode.
I don't want to.
Hawkeye then again shoots Agent 13 in the shoulder with an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Just hits them in the shoulder. Hits them in the head or the heart, they're dead. That's it.
Hmm.
Then after they phone in, hey, they're zombies, then Falcon decides to pop in as if he knows his cover's blown.
Hmm. Yeah. Right.
Anyways, so they start fighting Falcon, and as it does, it cuts back to Agent 13 who can't reach her gun despite it being like reactive. She's like, oh, she can't extend her arm. It's like, use your other hand, you dumb bitch. Or use your fucking feet to kick it closer to your. Holy shit. This is life or death. It's like, oh, but my god, it's right out of arm's reach of my arm that's pinned to the fucking wall.
Hmm.
Happy walks over, and then once again, I'm questioning this things because he starts talking. He's like, blam, blam. Every time he fires, like he was doing before when he was alive. I'm like,
Hmm.
motherfucker, are you cognizant of what's happening?
Is this
Do you,
episode trying to imply that there's lingering brain cells in there or something?
wait a fucking second.
What?
Fuck, I gotta get the shot. Also, Falcon's missing an arm.
Yeah, I know. I said that ages ago. Hmm.
Come on, where the fuck is it? Because I think they may have fucked up again. Like in like animation wise.
Of course they did. They always do.
God damn it. Gotta get this shot. I had it just a second ago and I'm pissed. Fucking yes. Funny screenshot. And yes, they have fucked up. The vibranium spear bends.
Show me. Oh my god. Hold on. Oh, wow, that is bad.
And the spear fucking bends. It's made of vibranium.
Oh, we have someone watching. Sorry I was
Ugh.
late to watching today. What's the stream about today? Sorry, I have a question about how the heck can Ant-Man live without a heart? I mean,
Yes,
Tony Stark
good
basically
question.
could, but you need something for blood to flow through. Yeah, that's a good point.
How the fuck is he talking without lungs? Or like the rest of his vocal cords? Or
Mm-hmm.
very good question.
Yeah, these are very good questions concerning
Fun
biological
time drawings
functions.
101.
Yeah. Hmm. These like really good questions that you should be asking about your media. How do these things work?
Yeah, how the fuck is Ant-Man alive? That's a very good question. He
Like
should be dead, but
hmm.
he's alive because the writer said so.
Yeah.
Your lunch is on the table.
Happy then
I'll be there in a
somehow
sec.
blasts the gun away, so he knows what guns are. So, like,
Yeah.
Happy's the smartest zombie so far, aside from like the beginning opening with
Right.
him like.
I have lunch. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. Keep them entertained until I get back.
Okay,
Let me know where we're up to when I get back. All right.
all right.
Thank you.
So Happy's about to fucking kill Agent 13, but he takes fucking forever to kill her. Like he puts the hand up to her face. Oh, how does Amy go to the bath? I don't fucking know. I guess he doesn't need food anymore. The cure cured his need for food. Fuck it, probably. The writers would probably say that. Um, so he like charges up the repulsor blast, and it takes forever to release. So then she turns it around and blows his head off. And then Hawkeye remembers that he's in the room and then continues to shoot arrows at her. Because he was like, all right, the new guy can have her. I don't know. Then fucking Falcon gets bisected by a spear by Michonne, and Bucky's reaction is like, I don't give a shit. It's like, oh wow, okay. Like, was this fucker like your friend? Or like I know Falcon and Winter Soldier hasn't happened yet, but like you still had a fucking relationship with this person. So Carter escapes Hawkeye by running away. She also gets the Iron Man glove that Happy was using. Anyways, Peter is pulling. So they figure out that the way to get the train to go is if Peter pulls on it really hard with his webs because of some physics tisms. I don't know. Some zombies just fade into reality. Peter's spider sense fucking not doesn't warn him. So they start shooting zombies. And then eventually Michonne shows up. She's like, oh, we should just split up. That was a bad idea. Peter's like, yep. And he's about to get run over by the train and eaten by zombies. So how's Peter going to get out of this? The cloak of levitation saves him. Good for Peter. So they just keep running through, just murdering all these people when they know there's a cure out there. But I guess it's just us or them. And the whole promotional material of like Peter wearing like the cape, fucking that's it. Doesn't wear the cape anymore. Oh my god. So as they're leaving the city, there's this mysterious thud on top of their fucking train. And I'm like, so was Captain America hanging out in like the forest? Because there was no way for him to enter any other way. Because a zombie Captain America shows up, eats Sharon Carter, age of 13, and then Bucky and Cap have their epic face off. And it's like, oh, look, man, it's zombie Cap. They do all the dramatic lighting. And as he sees his friend eat his other friend, he's like, you've had too much to eat, Cap. The fight is so pathetic. He just he they trade blows for a little bit. He kicks him, um, and then he bisects Captain America with his own shield. Then Sharon wakes up. She's a zombie. Bucky pushes her away. Wasp walks in, is like, "Hey, what's going on?" Then they eat Wasp because Wasp shrinks and then flies into the mouth person because she's a retard. And after he bisects Cap, he says, looks like this is the end of the line for us, pal. Yeah, remember the line? Remember from Winter Soldier? Ah, go fuck yourself. Um, that he turns around to deal with Sharon Carter, who's a zombie. But then Sharon Carter just gets her head exploded because Wasp turns into normal sized mode. She's then covered in zombie guts, and they establish that the virus is transmitted through saliva to like open flesh. And Wasp, the dumbass that she is, decides I'm going to take off my helmet while covered in the zombie guts. So she should be infected from that alone. But then they say, oh no, look, you got a little cut on your arm, so you're infected. Fuck it. I don't think their relationship is more than friendship. I think it is just friendship because she's like way older than him. But Wasp is now infected with the zombie virus, and unlike everyone else we've seen in this episode, she takes like hours to transform. And they comment about Peter and how he keeps hope and making jokes in the zombie apocalypse, and it's honestly kind of a decent scene. He mentions Uncle Ben for the first time in the MCU. He talks about how people he's lost have told him, you know, uh, if you stop smiling when they're gone, then there's no point in being. Hold on, I'm butchering it. Um, see here if I can get the quote. That if we can't keep smiling, then we might as well be gone too. Which is, somewhat decent. It's probably the best scene. Anyways, but then they run out of fuel, and they have to get through it and like fucking army of zombies that are just in the middle of this empty field to get to this one shield base. So how are they going to do it? So Wasp is like, "Oh, I'll just go giant and carry you guys while all the zombies eat me." I guess her suit can go big. This is the first show based on the MCU that Peter mentions his parents, isn't it? Wouldn't be wouldn't this be like the Amazing Spider-Man if their deaths were the same? What do you mean by that? Like their deaths would be the same? Oh no, you're totally cool. It's okay with asking questions. Um, but what did you mean by like this would be like the Amazing Spider-Man if their deaths were the same? Like, I don't understand that point. No,
I'm back.
Solus.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. What's going on? Where we're at?
I don't know if his parents died in a plane crash in the MCU.
Yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man and MCU aren't connected.
I know, but so this guy in chat, few fun time drawing.
I know him personally.
When does he mention his parents?
I don't remember.
I'm talking to the guy in chat.
Hmm.
Because Peter mentions Uncle Ben for the first time in the MCU,
Hmm. Yeah.
but I don't remember him mentioning his parents.
Sorry. What do you think of that piece that I just posted?
Let me look. Oh, it looks really good.
Thank you.
Is he like hiding out in like an asteroid field?
Hmm. Yes, he is. That keen bastard. There's gonna be more added to it at some point.
Oh, it was so he mentions his parents right at the end with the Vision.
Hmm.
So I guess we're gonna have to figure out. We'll talk about that when we get to that part.
Hmm. Well, we have no choice, don't we?
Yeah. The zombies overwhelm Wasp, but she gets them there.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the part where they finally get to the compound. And at the compound, they meet Vision, and they notice that the zombies won't step in to the compound.
Hmm.
Um, this is because Vision has discovered that the Mind Stone is the cure to the zombie virus.
Hmm.
It releases a frequency that they don't like, and it messes with their brains. Because they keep pretending this is a brain disease, even though it changes their physical appearance.
Hmm. Yeah, it does. It significantly changes the biological functions and systems and all that. Bollocks.
So Vision then reveals that he has made a cure, which is not revealed of how they do it.
Hmm.
I guess you just rub a zombie with the Mind Stone and they turn human. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because they have Scott, who's now a head in a jar.
Yeah.
Don't know how he's alive, as mentioned earlier in like the chat.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Yeah, he should be dead.
Hmm. Very dead. Dead.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Sorry, I just need to clear my throat.
So they're like, "Oh man, you cured him. That's great. We can make a satellite that can broadcast the frequency of the cure over the world." But to do that, we need the technology, which is in Wakanda.
Hmm.
Well, fun time. There is actually like some merit to what you're saying there, like quite a bit, because uh, they established that like the Tesseract and other Infinity Stone releases gamma radiation, and in Endgame they say that the Infinity Gauntlet releases mostly gamma.
Hmm.
So maybe gamma radiation is also a cure.
That could also be a thing. And it could even lead credence to Hulk being immune to the virus.
Yeah, maybe they were breaking the skin, and the episode didn't have an inconsistency. Uh, so because as Funtime mentions that the gamma radiation affects like Bruce's brain.
Hmm.
Bucky then decides, fuck it, I'm going to just look around. And then Vision, in the most evil sounding thing I've heard him say, just like, "Oh, you won't like what you find." I was
Yeah,
like, why are you letting him find out your plans?
I was thinking like, why? I was like, when I watched the episode, I was like, ooh, so ominous, and I didn't really expect what to think. And it's like, they did the thing from the comic where they have Black Panther have part of his bunch of his limbs, one of his limbs removed.
Yeah.
even though
So,
even though it doesn't really make any narrative sense for this, and it doesn't fit. It's just
well,
a
they
story to
say,
tell that's still from that's an overhaul from the original book.
yeah, but they're like, oh wait, other people have responded to your um distress signal. He's like, I don't know.
Hmm.
Accurate depiction. Um, and then they find Scarlet Witch in a glass box
Hmm.
with Black Panther, as you mentioned, missing a leg because Vision's been chopping him into pieces to feed to Wanda until he figures out how to cure her.
Yeah, and like in the comic, it was Hank Pym who was taking pieces off Panther and eating little bits of him to try and maintain some sense of sanity. Because the more that the zombies in that book hunger, the crazy the more they lose control.
Yeah. And then Vision's like, I wish you wouldn't have found this. It's like, then why did you let them find it?
And on that note, Hank was also trying to make a cure for the plague.
Yes.
So like the comic writers, while the zombie storyline is a bit flawed, it's still significantly more sound than,
In the
well,
What If episode.
yeah.
And Vision's like, well, I'm going to have to fucking kill you all. Um, but then he's
And then it's
they're like,
like,
why couldn't you? They're like, wait, you have a cure. Why didn't you just cure Wanda? He's like, her powers are too strong. She resisted the treatment. I'm like, bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. Powers are the Mind Stone, essentially. That's where they came from. That's what they are, right?
yeah.
It's
How?
fucking
Yeah, her powers are akin to Vision's. How could she resist Vision's superior strength? Her
no, no,
mind.
no, 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 no. What I mean is, the cure is the Mind Stone. Her powers are the Mind Stone, and she somehow resisted the treatment of the Mind Stone.
Hmm. That is very strange.
Yeah, how is she even infected? Also, Vision can still get infected because he's not 100% robotic.
Hmm.
He's got biological parts.
Yeah.
They're like, you did this all out of love. And he's like, oh, yep, I'm a piece of shit. You're right. He just gives up immediately.
On that, like, he has density shifting, so I guess he's basically invulnerable to bite.
Do you think the show cares?
No.
Anyways, Michonne's like, well, you need justice. And she's going to fucking spear him in the head. And he's like, oh, Wanda's awake.
You have
And
awakened the
she hasn't.
beast.
And he's like, she hasn't eaten in days. And I'm like, well, you're a fucking shitty husband. I mean, you fucking
why,
go through all the trouble of kidnapping T'Challa and you still don't feed her? Like, you asshole.
why, also, on that, why T'Challa specifically? He's an asset.
Oh, I forgot. They cut through his vibranium fucking suit.
Oh, that too. I guess it's fine because I guess like the Mind Stone is more powerful than vibranium. I guess.
No.
No.
No, fuck that. No.
Quick question. In the comics, was Panther's suit just regular cloth?
I think it's a vibranium weave.
Right. Hmm.
But, anyways, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, it's weird.
She wakes up and then she fucking murders Kurt.
Hmm. Finally, we don't have to deal with that insufferable idiot in this show.
Then
hold on that. Kurt works in Ant-Man, but it doesn't work outside of Ant-Man. Makes sense.
what do you mean?
And this episode demonstrates that the writers can't handle this character properly.
Yeah.
Because, like, from what I understood, Kurt was a pretty straight-faced sort of character. He wasn't.
No.
No. I mean, he wasn't like too goofy. Like he made jokes, but he wasn't the goofiest
He was pretty
character.
goofy.
No. Fuck. I'm.
Hold on. Shouldn't Vision just kill her instead to stop the others from being infected? Because he literally should know not to let the others get infected. Yeah, but the problem is they say that he loves her too much.
Yeah. This show is a writing.
I mean, I don't buy that he'd keep her alive, but I don't buy that he would kidnap someone and let them suffer to keep her alive. I feel like he would put her in a cell and not kill her. Like, I'd buy that. Yeah, sure, that's something Vision would do for Wanda while he's working on a cure for her. But he wouldn't fucking feed an Avenger to her. Michonne throws her spear at Wanda. Wanda blasts it into a completely random direction. Smash cut to Michonne with the spear back in her hand. It just fucked up the animation.
Yeah.
Then Bruce is like, dude, this is not right. And Vision's like, yep, I agree. So he blasts a hole for them to escape with the Mind Stone.
And he lets them escape, but Michonne gets pulled in by
Michonne gets 8.
Yep. And then Vision just levels the facility.
Yep. He drops a building on Wanda.
But she lives.
I guess fuck her at this point.
Oh, and he also kills himself.
He's like, get in the Quinjet. I have one, by the way.
And he also
I cannot bring myself to leave her. So then he just fucking murders himself.
Yeah.
Small thing. When they remove the stone from his head, it's small.
Hmm.
Like, it's teeny weeny.
Hmm.
When in, like, Infinity War, when Thanos removed it from his head,
It was
it was,
huge.
like,
A massive
it
part
was
of his
huge.
brain.
Yeah, this is the fucking same time that this should be happening in Infinity War,
Hmm.
timeline-wise.
Hmm.
Um, Wanda then is like, oh, I'm pissed because she survived the thing being crushed and she's flying now. She learned to fly before WandaVision.
Hmm.
Bucky's like, don't worry, I'll hold her off. And then once again, we have fucking weird ass things because Wanda goes over to Vision's corpse
Hmm.
and she starts like being sad and whimpering. I'm like, so you know who he is. You understand you had a relationship with him. What do you know about yourself?
D- do you,
How cognizant are these zombies?
who knows? These writers
They're
don't even know.
they're either brain dead morons or they're fucking the heroes.
What?
But anyways, Bucky then tries to shoot her. She says, "Nah, bruv," and then she chucks him, and then he fucking dies. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen. I'll hold her off. Immediately dies.
Hmm.
She's like, "Oh, you guys, you killed my guy who feeds me." So then she flies over to try to eat Banner, but Banner's arm transforms into the Hulk
Hmm.
right before she bites it. So then he's saved. It, if we're going with the explanation of the gamma radiation, fine. But if not, then they're implying that he used his durability. Then Black Dwarf didn't get that luxury.
Hmm. I think they would have done better if they just like made a straight adaptation of the zombies storyline,
No,
making a few amendments based on the lack of mutants in the MCU.
I don't know, man.
Hmm.
So Bruce goes out into these like, I'll hold off all the zombies by myself. But he still has Hulk style dysfunction, so he just runs in and lets the zombies just munch at him, and then the Hulk comes out.
Hulk comes.
Oh, you just had to stay, didn't you?
I did.
You dirty, dirty skeleton.
Yes, I am very dirty with my imagination, hero.
Oh, Skeletor.
I am not Skeletor. I am the Grim.
The Grim.
I am Grim, like the Reaper.
So they go off and so Hulk and Wanda fight.
Hmm.
It's like, oh boy, oh shit. Shit's going down. As they're flying away, because we just cut away from that fight because we don't want to see that.
Hmm.
Giant wasp zombie gets up. She grabs their plane. They fucking incinerate. They just fire their thrusters. Hopefully, they did not incinerate her.
Hmm.
Anyways, they fly away off to Wakanda.
But it turns out they're full of zombies.
Anyway, Scott's like, that's twice she saved me. I'm like, fucking what?
Oh,
She left you to die.
we flash to the planet of Novacoron, and it turns out Thanos is zombified.
No, we don't.
Oh, oh right, that was in Wakanda. My bad. Whoops.
Oh boy.
Don't you just love punching down the tiny, small, insignificant corporation
Yeah.
with the power of our 41 subscribers?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. We only have 41 subscribers, and these are companies with multiple billions of dollars.
I don't know where you're going with this joke, man.
The joke is we're punching up and not down.
Mm-hmm. So they show up in Wakanda, and it's all fucking zombified, and
Mhm.
there's zombie Thanos with the
Even
Infinity
though it
Gauntlet.
makes no goddamn sense.
So I don't. How? Why is Thanos there? Why?
I don't know. Maybe this took place over the course of maybe the events of Avengers Infinity War.
It
Sort of?
does.
Sort of? Oh, yeah, right. But, like, at some point, Thanos appeared at Wakanda, but fucked up and ended up getting bitten or something.
But Wakanda was the safe space.
Mm. I don't know, man.
It didn't have infected people, meaning Thanos must have been the one who came in with the infection.
That is a possibility.
But the problem is, why did he go to Wakanda?
When Vision was at the base.
Yeah, I mean, why Wakanda? Why is he there?
I don't know.
TLDR, it's dumb.
Yeah, they might as well make, like, completely new continuities for each of these. And just, like, establish new scenarios. Because they can't even maintain consistency with the movies.
Oh boy.
So,
Oh, we finished the episode. Fun time.
mm-hmm. Now, we got to talk about that episode, the 4 episode. Oh,
Killmonger.
Killmonger, right, my bad. We gotta take care of that one first. It's just a mess from top to bottom. So we start out with a bit from Iron Man, goes through that scene, soldiers are killed, Stark hides behind a rock, one of his missiles lands by him, and then Killmonger throws it away.
And Killmonger is wearing his Sane Saga outfit as usual. And but there's a slight design change.
Yeah, he's got a badge showing his nickname,
Not a badge, a fucking name tag.
the name tag.
It's just his fucking name. Hello, terrorists. I'm Killmonger. Who are you? Is also Killmonger? Like, that's the name you want to promote yourself by? You,
Let's look at what he wore in the comics. Basic ass black pants and with a skull on his belt, and wait, hold on, I'll just have to show you. This is what it looks like. So yeah, I'm not sure what's dumber looking. The immense number of scars on him, or the skull necklace. Ah, God damn it! I blocked the skull necklace thing. You there, hero?
I'm here.
Okay, good.
I don't want to be, but I'm here.
You don't want to be here talking about what if.
I don't want to talk about the show. I fucking hate it so much.
I don't want to talk
But it
about it
needs to
either,
be
but we
talked
have
about.
to. And we have to talk about the finale, in the final part of this What If Marvel series.
Mm-hmm.
When What If episode 9, 10, whatever comes out.
Episode 9.
Mm. As we were.
So, Tony's holding a press conference talking about the whole Afghan thing.
Mm.
And he's talking about like how great Killmonger is. And they're like, hey, has the experience changed you? And he's like, fuck you, no.
It's like it like even like even not taking into account the whole cave thing, being in that sort of situation would be like mind.
Traumatizing.
Yeah, like
Especially for someone like Tony Stark.
And like he would still be like aware that he would still become aware that like it's kind of his fault that those soldiers died because somehow his own weapons got into the hands of terrorists.
Yeah.
So like even then he would still have some sort of change of heart.
You'd think.
You would think. But these writers don't seem to think so.
Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, Killmonger is now my chief security officer of Stark Industries.
People don't give the original Marvel movies first wave, phase 1 enough credit.
I think they do.
No.
They're recognized as the best.
Phase 2 has Guardians 2.
No, it doesn't.
Oh wait, that's phase 3. Shit.
Phase 2 has Guardians 1.
Yeah. I can't remember any of the good ones from that one besides maybe Age of Ultron. But even then, that one's kind of rough.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, remember Star Wars Resistance? No? Okay.
Oh.
Oh, you've seen it?
I mean, I've seen like the trailer.
Oh. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to watch it.
It's like the same art style as What If.
Yeah, that is a thing. What's next? What if?
I'm so fucking tired. Fucking Obadiah is outed as
As
a
the
badman.
Yeah, he's outed as Ironmonger, basically.
No.
Despite Ironmonger not being built yet.
Well, he's not outed as Ironmonger.
Hmm.
They out him as just being involved with the terrorists.
Yeah.
And he tried to kill Tony.
Yeah.
So Killmonger knows all this somehow. And no one questions how Killmonger figured this out. He's just like, I just did.
Hmm. Right. We. Fans. Hey, writers, we want answers. Writers. No. Fuck off. I think it's a problem that these writers are, like, from the wrong project on this high profile thing. It feels like these writers would be better suited to, say, Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
And even
Maybe
then.
modern Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that's what I mean specifically.
Well, I guess it suits where they are right now. It's modern Marvel.
Hmm. I blame Disney more for the problems of Endgame more than the brothers. What are the brothers called again?
Russo Brothers.
Yeah, that's it. Because, like, they may have been. I think they must have been pressed for time. They had to make a sequel within, like, a year.
Mm-hmm. They were filmed back to back.
Yeah, I know.
But granted, it's possible to make movies really good back to back.
Yeah.
What's his name? Jackson.
Peter
Did it with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. But, like, not everybody is Peter Jackson. And you saw what he did with. But Peter Jackson was adapting an already set story as closely as he could. Whereas the Russo brothers were loosely adapting the Infinity Saga from the comics.
Yeah.
Because not all the details could line up with between the comics and the MCU due to how.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, I completely agree with Fun Time in Chat.
What did they say? Fun Time said, I hate when writers leave the episodes on cliffhangers without the next part, and I hate how the artists make the 3D look in animation, but the shading is so flat. Yeah. It's a stylistic gamble that didn't work out. That's the issue. If it was handled better, it could have worked. Like it, put on like background characters or something, and just make the main front characters 2D animated.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, Disney has budget, but it seems like they're trying to do their best to distance themselves from their legacy.
Oh, oof.
What?
Oh, the fucking. I'm sorry, I have the episode pulled up. At the party scene where like Killmonger and Tony are drinking, the people dancing are like dancing in like 2 FPS.
Oh, God.
Well, Pepper, Tony, and Killmonger are all moving at 60 FPS.
Wait,
like,
they're actually moving at 60 FPS?
No.
Oh.
But like they're moving
24.
at like a decent frame rate.
Like around 24 or something.
They're just fucking teleporting slightly by a few millimeters. It's fucking. It's fuck.
It's all a mess.
Pepper's investigating Killmonger because she doesn't trust him.
I don't trust him. He doesn't seem trustworthy. Yeah, what's next?
Anime.
Ah, yes, they make like two Gundam references. No, wait, they make an anime reference and a Gundam reference.
Mm-hmm.
Killmonger saying, "What? I'm a fan of anime," and then Sark being like, if this doesn't end up working, it's gonna be the most expensive Gundam model."
Yeah. Anyways, Killmonger's like, oh, I built this robot. I designed this robot in MIT.
Which
So
is
he
the
went to
most
MIT.
unbelievable thing I've ever heard.
First off, you went to MIT. Okay. Fucking what?
I'm pretty sure that was established in Black Panther or something.
No, I don't think that was. They just say that he was like a really good killer. He joined the military.
Right. Yeah, I don't see why going to MIT would qualify you to be a killer.
Well, no, you learn that in the army.
Hmm.
But I mean, the thing is that I don't buy Killmonger being like the tech savvy genius
Neither do
because he
I.
doesn't act like it. He just says the only reason they did this was so he could have a robot.
Hmm. Yeah. It's just in service of a bad idea for a bad plot and all this nonsense.
So they build a Gundam
Yep. They build.
and they teach it how to fight like Killmonger. But the problem is that it doesn't have a power source.
Even though it seems more like it's lacking proper structural integrity because it falls apart.
Um, no, man, you just need to put more juice.
Sorry?
No, you just need to fill it with more energy.
No. Yeah.
You got a broken lamp, just plug it full of more electricity. That's how you fix it. Fuck it.
Hmm. It really feels like the writers and the animators aren't on the same page sometimes.
Yeah,
Like
but
as if something was rewritten for the sake of connecting two things or something.
But Tony's like, we could miniaturize an arc reactor, but nah, that's a dumb idea. And then Killmonger's like, oh, we need vibranium. It can act as a self-sustaining energy source.
Which makes no goddamn sense. Like, I understand it being able to like absorb energy and hold it, and
It absorbs kinetic energy.
yeah, and like maybe it can store electrical energy, but being a self-sustaining power source, that's like thinking titanium is indestructible. It's not that great of a metal. It's very good metal, but it's not the best in the world. Alloys are better than, non-alloys, depending on how well they're put together.
So they're like, oh, we'll just buy some vibranium from Claw. Tony sends his black man servant to do it. And then Black Panther shows up to ruin the party. But before Black Panther could kill um Rhodey, Killmonger walks in with the giant gun the gun which is basically a giant version of the pin that Obadiah had in Iron Man 1 that paralyzes people. Still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
He kills T'Challa, and then he takes off the glove of T'Challa's claw hand,
Hmm.
his claw glove, and then he uses it to gut um Rhodey.
Yeah. Just like if what's it called was good enough to kill Panther, then why not Rhodey?
Well, it's because he wants it to look like Black Panther killed Rhodey,
Hmm.
and then he puts the sonic gun in Rhodey's hand.
To make it look like double murder, basically.
They killed each other.
Yeah.
So something funny that my friends and I found out is that it fucking I can't believe they did this for this episode. Um, the people who are carrying Rhodey's coffin.
Hmm.
You notice anything fucking weird about him?
What?
I'm gonna post a picture.
I'm guessing they reused Rhodey's model for one of the black guys.
No,
Oh.
but they did copy the black guy models, but not the white guy models
Hmm. Yeah.
for the Killmonger episode.
Mm-hmm. Might be. Maybe they think that the people wouldn't notice.
Oh, they noticed.
Hmm. You certainly did. I didn't. Also, I feel like the black guys were a little bit grayish.
Great.
Yeah. Fun time's gotta go. No worries. Have a nice day. It's weird.
I don't know why he's grayish, but whatever.
You see what I'm talking about, right?
No,
Oh.
this is the aftershave.
I think it's just like maybe it's just how I observe the coloration or something. I don't know.
Mm. So at Rhodey's funeral, everyone's saluting,
Mm-hmm.
and Killmonger goes home to Tony, and he's like, "Hey, pal, look, I got us a spear." And fucking Tony's like, "Fuck you! I know you killed Rhodey." Because Jarvis knows everything and sees everything. I don't know how.
Who on earth knows?
Um, Fucking Tony doesn't call the goddamn cops or release to the press. He's like, "I'm gonna kill you on my own." Oh, so you're gonna just kill a fucking war hero?
Yeah, that's not well conceived. And
None of this is.
Tony isn't even like Tony only started taking that sort of thing into his own hands when he, had the actual suit and was in immediate confrontation of information.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the Civil War?
Mm-hmm. Tony has Gundam attack Killmonger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
It's the
Can you?
RS-78 shitty.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can you take the steering wheel of this conversation now, please?
Yeah, sure. Basically, he just has the robot throw Killmonger around, which is a thing that constantly happens with big versus small fight scenes. It's like, why do you keep doing this? People have complained about this since forever.
Fucking grabs Killmonger and then crashes him into a cube.
Hmm. Yeah. Why didn't Tony do that?
I don't know.
Because the writers are terrible. That's why. Um.
Oh boy.
Hmm. Yeah, but this show sucks.
Sucks.
Sucks pee.
I think we're gonna need to talk about this more tomorrow because I think I'm dead.
Right. Let me try and process it. What else happens in the episode? Okay, give me a sec. Brain, come on. Alright. Killmonger ends up somehow defeating the robot by stabbing it with a spear, I think.
Yeah, he beats the robot with guns with a spear.
Yep. Tony and throws a spear into Tony's shoulder.
That's how he dies.
Yeah. Kind of pathetic. And Killmonger's just like, eh, neat. And then he wipes Jabba's, even though I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have that authority.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
Hmm. And just like Pepper's just completely sus immediately. Same with Ross. No wait, Ross isn't. He doesn't care. So Killmonger organizes with Ross to make a Robo army. He organizes with Ross to make a Battletech army.
Yeah.
And and then Killmonger and Claw go to Wakanda. Killmonger kills Claw, brings into Wakanda, so he gets accepted in. Is accepted in. Just like this is the exact same thing that happened in Black Panther.
Basically.
Following from there, the robots come to attack. Stupid plan, shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
Then Killmonger and the Wakandan soldiers just beat the shit out of the robots with sticks. Vibranium sticks. Even though the robots have some vibranium in them.
Look, I don't think I can talk about this anymore tonight. I have to go to bed.
we're done. I can't continue. We're signing off here.